So, so then again, let me be the agnostic libertarian here. So if that's true, so you're agreeing then that the fetus or young baby, whatever term you want to use, is does not have the right to compel the mother to carry the baby to regular term, but can be forced to leave the womb at 8.5 months, let's say, and spend the last few weeks in an incubation unit at the hospital. Then if the baby doesn't have a right to that, then why would the baby have the right to the first 6 months?
Yeah, so this is where I argue that there's a positive obligation that is created between mom and baby, and that is specifically, one, a right to occupy the womb, and two, a right to at least food and shelter. I haven't seen any other reason to say that she's obligated to anything else. Where Black and I would disagree is in the more technical details of what's going on, in say an early delivery where you're passing off the baby to, somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
In my view, what you're doing is actually emancipating or turning over your obligations to somebody else who's willing to take on those obligations. And so it's not simply a matter of, once the baby reaches viability, you can kick it out. It's once the baby reaches viability, now you have the option to find a more suitable alternative if you don't want to continue carrying it. But you are on the hook for making sure that, whoever you're passing the baby off to is going to provide those basic those basic things. Yeah. So It's probably a little bit nuanced, but
Okay, so and again, forgive the possible crassness of this, but I'm trying to use analogies of things where libertarians are fine. So just like if somebody owns a company, and the company has some assets like a factory and land or whatever, but it also has liabilities that it borrowed money from various people, and they have bonds issued by this company. You as the owner in standard libertarian legal theory are allowed to sell that company to somebody else for a sum of money.
Sure.
But they don't just get the assets, and then the bondholders are left, without a leg to stand on. If you're transferring the company itself, then the assets and the liabilities go over. So that yes, you get the factory and the land if you're the new buyer, but you also inherit all of the legal responsibilities. Namely, you got to pay the bondholders what they're owed. So it's a similar thing with you're saying that it's you as the mother of this developing baby. You have certain legal rights actually as the parent that will manifest itself down the road, but also you have obligations or duties, and so you can transfer that whole package to somebody else at the moment that transfer becomes feasible.
Right.